Make no mistake about it. Most of the people that you see advertising telling you how you can recruit 20 people in 30 days, 20 people in 30 days, 20 people in 30 days. That seems the common thread for some unknown reason. How 112 people in 30 days, 20 people in 30 days, 10 people in 10 days, and so on and so forth. What's going on here? And people need to understand, especially if you're new to the network marketing business model. If somebody's telling you that they're going to show you how to do that without knowing you, your background, the country you live in, your time constraints that you may have, your current skill sets, your current mindsets, if they're trying to tell you that there's foo-foo dust and they're going to give you the magic formula, what's this one saying? 100 people in 30 days. Wow. If they're doing that, they have a personal agenda, and you just need to understand that. Some of you know that, some of you, as well as I do, know the real backstory in some of these self-proclaimed network marketing pros and rock stars and gurus, some of which never recruited 20 people in a year, much less 20 in a month. So we know, a lot of us know, they've been around for a while. And then others, it's just they don't stop and think about what they're really doing and who they're really trying to attract. And it's sad to me to see unsuspecting newbies, come into this profession, find this kind of stuff, and then, are drastically uh, disappointed. And why people feel that it's okay to tell people what they want to hear so they can sell them what they want to sell them is just mind boggling to me. I just don't understand it. So please understand there's no magic recruiting method. There's not a bullet. There's no magic bullet. There's no golden bullet. There's no foo-foo dust that you can sprinkle on prospects that put them in a magic trance so they call you screaming their credit card number in the phone and demanding to join you and your company at the highest product package available. It just does not exist. It does not exist. So again, you can see it. It's all over. There's pages and pages of this, guys. You know, how to sponsor 100 people, how to sponsor 40 people in 21 days. It does not stop. It's everywhere. So if this is concerning to you, or if you'd like to know the real inside scoop on this, I'm going to recommend that you go check out this page right here. How I sponsored 113 people in 7 days without trying. It's You can listen to this directly. You go to mlmsuccess.com and then you can click the podcast button, and it's podcast number 80, or you can go to mlmsuccess.com /story 80 /story 80, and it'll give you the direct access to this particular podcast, and you can listen right here online. You just click and listen online. It's also available on iTunes and Stitcher and all the podcast platforms. Say, well, Dale, uh, how I sponsored, and that more fluff. Uh, Here's what I do in this podcast. I share with you how I personally sponsored 113 people in 7 days. But I also give you the backstory. And I also say, look, this is not going to happen for you. Here's why it's not going to happen for you. But you can maximize your recruiting efforts if you're giving the proper training. You can maximize them. I didn't say that you're going to sponsor X number of people, but wherever you are right now, you can maximize your recruiting efforts. And if what I say and what I share with you here, if it makes sense, if it doesn't, then call me out. Call me out. Absolutely call me out. Anything that is not clear, you don't understand, call me out. I welcome that. But if it does make sense, then here's the next thing I would recommend that you do. Uh, this is only available on Amazon. It's called SAC, How to Sponsor, Activate, and Keep Distributors. It's not about getting them in, guys. It's about getting them in, keeping them in, and helping them move forward. And this is the foundational system that we taught to our team to maximize our recruiting efforts. Our goal was every time we enrolled one new person, that one turned to 5 real quick. And we have the exact scripts, the process, and the system for making that happen. It's available on this CD if you want to. It's on Amazon. That's the only way you can get it. Uh, but it's worth checking out. Only check it out if only check it out if what you hear here makes sense. And you say, well, Dale, you're saying, people shouldn't tell people that how to sponsor 20 in 30 days, and you're telling them how to sponsor 113 in 7 days. No, I'm not. I'm sharing with people how I personally sponsored 113 people in 7 days. And when you listen to the podcast, it'll become very, very clear what we're talking about here. So listen to it. If it makes sense for you, awesome. The bottom line is everybody listening to this video, watching this video, I sincerely believe that network marketing offers the best business model in the world for helping average people with above average desire create financial independence. I believe that because I know where I started and I understand what it's done for me. And I understand that if I can do it, you can do it without question. And let me just share with you one more thing and I'm going to let you go. This is the question you should always be asking. Always. Who is this person and why should I be listening to them? And it's not about how much money they've made. It's about how many people have they actually helped on their team get what they came into the industry for. Your long-term success is about helping people get what they want, as Zig told us years ago. And again, you want to know my story, who is this guy? It's right here, mmsuccess.com/story. I was driving this beat up Chevette, living in this little tiny 600 square foot 4-room home with a bathroom right here built on the side when I started in the industry. 20-year-old snot-nosed kid. Took me 9 years to get to $92,000 a year. But my 10th year jumped to 252. My 11th year, 1.1 million. My 13th year, 3.3 million. My 14th year, 3.8 million. And at age 39, I retired from building teams because I saw this kind of fluff training taking over the market, taking over the network marketing profession. People telling people what they wanted to hear, not necessarily what they needed to hear. So go here, check out this podcast. If it makes sense, just remember SAC, S-A-K. You can find that again on Amazon. You can just search Dale Calvert SAC and it'll come up. And you can see we have all these podcasts here, story after story of people that figured out, what it really takes to become successful in this profession, following the systems that we teach. And there it is right there, story 80, how I sponsored 113 people in 7 days. Check it out. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you. God bless. Talk soon.